If you're just coming up to appraisal time, you could be forgiven for feeling overwhelmed. It's a really tough time. You've got a lot on your plate already and suddenly you have to do all of these one-to-one meetings with your people. It's very tempting just to get them done any way you can, at worst, of course, by email. But we really hope you're not going to do that, because actually your appraisal time is such an important part of your relationship with the people that you manage. They will have prepared for it and looked forward to it. They want to find out how they're doing, so they'll be looking for a good time, talking with you to understand where they are. And to give it its importance, you need to understand three things. First of all, people want to do a good job. When was the last time you got out of bed thinking, today I'm going to do a bad job? We just don't do it, do we? If people feel valued by you as their manager, they will go out of their way to do a great job for you. And if people know exactly what it is they've got to do, they can see the way ahead clearly, then they will really go for it. And the output for you will be great results. So what is it you need to do? Now, I know this is going to sound worse because I'm suggesting even more time, but please leave time to prepare. Think back over the time since your last appraisal to see, how has this person done? What have they done really well? What's not worked well? How have they developed? How have you seen them improve? Go and talk with other people in the business that they've worked with to get their feedback. See, how are they coming across? Think about what you would like to see them do over the next year, both in terms of results but in terms of their own development. And then a very important bit of preparation is set aside time. Don't let this be a meeting that can be moved out of your diary. It is really important. So make sure that it's only total emergency that stops you doing that meeting. And also find a nice location. Sit down somewhere pleasant, away from a desk, away from the phones, away from people at your door, so you can focus your attention. Then in the discussion, start off by asking the person, how did they see the last year? And this is an important one, and it's a tough one, but really listen. Be curious. Be interested in what they're saying, and listen really hard for how are you doing as a manager? How are you coming across? Then talk to them about your view of the year and see how they match up. And remember to give them lots of encouragement to what they've done well and to point out how you'd like to see them improve. And then talk together about how have you done as a manager and how can you help them do their job better next time. I can guarantee that if you put this amount of care and time into that appraisal, your direct report will go jumping out of that door, really interested in the year to come, and that's got to end up in really good results.